Now, you could be part of either of these two groups. The first group is where you bought and hold BTC since it was $50,000, $60,000, $80,000 and so, and you are wondering whether you should take profits or buy more. The second group is where you are still contemplating on whether or not you get into BTC because you failed to buy Bitcoin when it was at $60,000, $70,000 and so on. There is very one important thing that you should keep in mind is that there are no right or wrong strategies. It strictly depends on what your personal goals are. All the financial gurus and crypto influencers that are selling you the right strategy, I can tell you with confidence that they are 100% trying to scam you. Anyways, let's talk about a very simple strategy that I am personally going to be following, and if you like it, you too can follow it. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, there are going to be two groups of people. I'm going to talk about the first one where you have bought and hold BTC ever since it was $60,000, $70,000 and so on. Now, if I was part of that group where I had bought and hold BTC when it was at $60,000 or $70,000, then I would personally sell some to take profits. And you would say why? As you can see on Google Trends, the interest over time for the keyword Bitcoin is slowly rising up. Whenever this happens, there are high chances that the retailers are going to be jumping in on BTC. But you would say, isn't that a good thing because the price is going to rise? Well, I can tell you that that is not a good thing because the market is controlled by very few powerful whales, or you could call them market makers. As soon as the retailers start buying in, these market makers start dumping their crypto assets or BTC or Ethereum. Everyone thinks that when everyone jumps in to buy BTC, the price is going to rise and they are going to make a profit. Well, if it was that easy, then everyone into crypto would be a millionaire by now. But I'm sure if you're watching this video, you know that crypto is nowhere near simple. So we have to think different. We have to think smart. We need to look at the crypto market as a whole and not narrow our focus just on BTC. So you would say what you should do? Well, like I mentioned, consider taking some profits at this price range. And if you are not comfortable, then the best thing you could do is just hold and sit on top of your BTC. There are high chances that we may see a very small correction on Bitcoin from here, which would give you at least a few days to a few weeks to scoop up some BTC at least below the 100k price mark. Now, this was for the people that have already bought some BTC, but what if you are in the second part of the group where you are yet to buy your Bitcoin? So let's assume that I have 0 BTC, but I wanted to buy some. What would I do in this scenario? I personally don't think that this is the right time to buy BTC, at least at this price range. Like I previously mentioned, there is high probability that we may see a market correction. I'm not saying that there will be a huge drop of 40-50%, but I think we may see a correction where BTC can go down at least 15 to 20% before a huge breakout. Another reason why I won't personally buy BTC at this price range is because I may not be able to grasp the full potential of my investments made at this price range of $104,000. What I would do is wait for a correction where Bitcoin drops to close to $80,000 or $90,000. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there are no right or wrong strategies. This is what I personally believe into. Make sure you set up your own strategy and do what you are comfortable with. Okay, so the conclusion is don't buy BTC at this price range. Wait for it to correct to at least $90,000 or $80,000. But what if you still want to deploy some sort of capital into the crypto market? Well, then I would personally start taking a look at altcoins or even Ethereum. Ethereum was consolidating within the price range of $1,500 to $1,800 for a very long time, and it was actually lacking in performance when compared to Bitcoin. But recently we saw a huge rally on Ethereum from $1,800 to right now at $2,500. A lot of people would say that ETH has already pumped. There is no point in buying Ethereum right now. You should skip it. Well, blah, blah, blah. But I would personally be more than happy to scoop up some Ethereum at these price points. Of course, I would not put 100% of my portfolio into Ethereum, but I would more than happy to deploy a significant portion of my portfolio at these price points. If you're someone who is conservative, then you could technically wait for Ethereum to drop down back to the price range of, I would say, $2,200. But I wouldn't personally wait for that much, and I would just start DCAing my money at this price range. Another very important crypto chart that you need to check on a daily basis, doesn't matter if you are new to the market or you have been in this market for a few years, is the BTC dominance chart. Right now the BTC dominance sits at 63%. You must be wondering what BTC dominance is or what this chart is. Well, to put it simply, it just means how much of the total crypto market has been dominated by Bitcoin. Right now it's 63%, it could go lower, it could go higher. But the general rule of thumb is whenever the Bitcoin dominance goes down, all the altcoins pump. And when the BTC dominance goes up, all the altcoins goes dump. Right now you can see that the BTC dominance is sort of recurring from 62% to 63% right now. But even though BTC dominance is sitting at 63% from an all-time high of 65%, this is still a good time to scoop up altcoins. Well, you would ask which altcoins? I can give you my personal list. I'm not saying that these are the best altcoins out there. Make sure you do your research, but this is going to be my list. I'm personally taking a look at AVAX, Solana, Optimism, etc. Also, right now I'm refraining from investing into coins that are either mid cap or small caps. I'm sticking to the top 50 or top 100 coins by market cap. For example, Sui, Avalanche and others. If you want to take a look at more coins, make sure you go to CoinMarketCap and you can access the list here. Now, the final thing that I may do, and I personally do not recommend this to each and every one, but I would allocate less than 5% of my portfolio for meme coins. You have to think to yourself that this 5% is already gone. It's a really high risk, high reward trade. If you're lucky, you may hit some. If you are not, you are going to lose that money. And if you're someone who has, let's say, a total portfolio value of $2,000 or $3,000, then I would tell you to pretty much stay away from meme coins unless you are an absolute degen risk taker. Alright folks, that was all for this video. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Let me know how was this video and what else you would like to see in the comments section. But if you would like to watch other videos on yield farming and other general crypto stuff, then make sure you take a look at these videos.